Hello everybody, this is Shady here, and we are back with part 13, I believe it is, or is it 14, of Final Fantasy 16. It's one of those anyway. But anyway, we've returned to the hideout, and now we just have to go here. Oh, no problem. Yeah, so obviously they're sort of rebuilding the hideout, or they have been rebuilding it over these past 5 years. Yeah, I love that view in the background there. One thing I did a lot of when this game first came out, or when I first played it, was like just take tons of pictures. It's like probably the most fun I've had just doing that.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
Oh, no problem.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth
Yeah, one thing I
still off keeping an
spoke
eye
about in
on
an earlier part was gaming rituals.
Should be back
I remember,
any day now.
and
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll
yeah, one of the ones I remember always doing with the Final Fantasy games was getting the game guide. That was one of my little things I'd always do when a new Final Fantasy released. But obviously, with 16, they didn't have one to go alongside it. There are some game guides still around, but yeah, it's not as big a thing now. But yeah, we got to speak to this person now.
I trust I'm not intruding.
Yeah, I think
Back from your mission.
yeah, it was just so cool getting the guide and then playing through. I used to like doing the guide run, where I would just follow the guide exactly, and then ensure that, you know, it's almost like having a walkthrough or something, isn't it? Sort of thing, which is always quite fun. Yeah, I'd never do that in the first playthrough, but I would always do a playthrough where I would go do a guide run, or guided run, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it was always fun. Yeah, I remember doing that with Final Fantasy X in particular, because that was the first guide I bought, was the one for 10. And I managed to, that's like where 100% of the game. And yeah, I'm probably never going to do that again, but at least I've knocked it off, done it once at least anyway. But yeah, mainly just because of the lightning bolts that you have to dodge. But I mean, yeah, that's kind of one of the things with when I'm going to do Final Fantasy X, I'm not looking forward to, is having to get all of those celestial weapons. Saying that, a lot of the speedrunners don't even bother to get them now, do they? I think they, like, when they speedrun the game, or like other people, they'll just create their own cool weapons.
And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sombra boots. Little wonder then.
Yeah, so war's still going about and that.
On the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years
yeah, so she
ago,
kind of knows everything. She's sort of like a bit of a historian, I guess you can say.
of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better.
Yeah, another one of my, I think I explained this already, but one of my gaming rituals that I loved was always just buying all the different random snacks and stuff. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's just a thing I even do to this day when a new big game comes out. I just sort of like lock myself up, be antisocial, and just play a game solidly. Obviously, yeah, Rebirth was the last game I did that with.
The Kingdom of Waloed. And of course,
yeah, these are the 3 main kingdoms. Or 4, sorry.
Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
Yeah, so obviously this is the whole Game of Thrones kind of inspiration there, you know, we have the different kingdoms. The 4 kingdoms instead of 7.
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the dominion.
They didn't want it to be too obvious, so they didn't go for 7.
She has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even. Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to
Wasn't
visit
good
our
enough.
resident historian.
Yeah, so we go to her whenever we want to know things, basically. Yeah, it's just one of the new characters that's been added to the hideout. But yeah, obviously we're going to do a couple of things there, then we should unlock some side missions in a bit. Some more side quests to do. Even though, like I already said, they're kind of... Technically they're not really side quests. Because it's all kind of a part of the world and building everything, so...
That is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive.
So he's getting a bit old and senile then.
As always.
I believe this belongs
I do
to
like
you.
his little plaits he's got going on in his beard. That's pretty sick. When I get older, I'm going to go for that look, I think.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my
I mean, I like a
search
good
for
lemon
mention of
tart,
the
to be
creature
fair.
you encountered at Drake's Head.
It's the best of all of the tarts, I think.
Without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion,
My favourite though is lemon meringue pie. When it comes to desserts, that's like, for me, that's the king of desserts, easily.
Don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the
As
wrong
this is a bit of a slow part story, I'm gonna regale you with a tale as old as time. Well, this is
There are not many in
one
this
of the
world
stories
who
where
indulge the whims of a tired
basically
old
back in the day when I used to, like, you know, smoke weed and stuff. One of the craziest stories where basically, so
Hush now.
essentially we always used to smoke weed a lot, every weekend sort of thing, and basically if we didn't have any, we'd find a friend who did have some or had money to get some. I know that sounds terrible, I know, but you know, what can you do? It was back in the day. I don't do any of this anymore, so that's part of why I'm going to kind of tell the story as well. But yeah, basically what happened was one of our friends who, like, literally never does it at all, he happened to just buy some for some reason.
They are not.
So then we decided to,
Which is why we must give them all the
I
time.
think this was on a Friday night, we decided to trek all the way up to his house, which was
Just as I must give you the time you
like
need to
at
recuperate.
least a half an hour walk. Like, it was fucking long. We had to go, like, past where our school was and
I'll be
everything.
back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Went up to see him, and then basically what happened was we managed to get him to we got his weed, we smoked it with him, by the way, and we basically we put all of it into a single joint and we smoked it, and then obviously we all got so bloody high that the rest of the night just seemed like crazy. We were all so paranoid and everything. All I remember was this mate just running away and disappearing, and I was not seeing him for the rest of the night. Then there was another moment where we got chased by a load of dudes for some reason. Like, I'm pretty sure that happened. Like, we didn't make that up because we were running away. Right, there was at least like 10 guys chasing after us or something.
I'll have a look.
And then we went, like, trekking. We went to, like, the sports centre, which was quite far as well. And yeah, and then I remember on the way back,
Thought worthy of a letter.
me and my mate, this looked like my best mate, you know, more of a brother than a mate sort of thing. We were kind of, so we were walking back, obviously went to his house first, and on the way I almost got hit by a car because I was just, like, not really focusing where I was going. And then yeah, so these are just like reports and letters and stuff. This is from Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge.
But yeah, we on the way back, I just remember that, like, it felt like the longest journey ever. It felt like a proper odyssey trying to get back home. because I don't know why we were so high that time just seemed like it was slower than it was or something.
This is our chance.
Like a half an hour walk felt like 2 hours or something. And then we kept stopping to have like these crazy laughing fits and everything. And then finally got back, got my mate home, and then obviously I had to get myself home after that, which was yeah. So I had to like have a little sit down for a bit, just to sort of compose myself before walking home. And then yeah, I managed to make it back in one piece, thankfully.
If I could only command this power.
And then obviously when I get home, I'm like, I've got the serious case of the munchies, so I'm like raiding, like making a lot of noise. Like this is well late at night. This must be like almost midnight or 11 o'clock or something. So everyone else is like either getting ready for bed or something in the house. And then I'm just like raiding the kitchen trying to look for like any kind of food. So I think I found like some salt and vinegar crisps and just like munched on all of those. And then just passed out and went to bed.
Everything I thought I knew, but one thing has become abundant.
Yeah, it was yeah, that's one of those fun little memories of what happens when you're younger and you're desperate for some drugs.
We must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss.
Yeah, now I'm gonna change tunes and talk about the weather, because the weather's really shitty at the moment in England.
Now they rob us of our very homes.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a storm going on at the moment. Obviously, I know in America there's parts of America that's had like crazy snow and stuff. But yeah, we've had like crazy winds and rain, and yeah, just been freezing as hell.
That's no burden.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got a bit of rain at the moment now. But then it's also a bit bright as well, so yeah, it's very, very strange weather.
We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion.
Yes, obviously he
I heard him call out.
when he, that's obviously like a phoenix down or whatever they call them, don't they? The item that lets you kind of come back to life. So he technically did bring him back to life, I guess.
If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will.
Gosh knows.
And we must be ready when he does.
Anyway, get pissed up. No, it might just be water.
To a world without mother crystals.
Here we go. Here's the Final Fantasy, the main theme. Here's this game's rendition of it. It would have been funny if while he was drinking it, like some dribbled down his mouth there or something. He's just like a really messy drinker for some reason. But yeah, meanwhile, I do like how they say that. I mean, they could have gone for like, you know, later that day or something like that. But I'm assuming it happens at the same time.
This is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
Oh no.
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Yes. From the distance. No, of course it's not in vain. This is a Final Fantasy game. We're obviously going to win.
A moment, if you... my apologies. I didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Oh no.
Very well.
There we go. The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
What indeed? Where am I going? Down there, right? Isn't it? There we go. Yeah, it's got a bit of a different layout now, the hideout, so you have to get used to it. Well, if you're me and you're bad at navigating 3D spaces.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial
Some
garrison
lads,
area
couple of lads.
started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood
You having a
was
laugh?
spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished.
So yeah, behind them there you can see the notice board.
Nothing like her, Clive.
And yes, that is where we're going to get some missions.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing. Complained that it was getting hard.
I just noticed that his armour,
the
the sort of the arm
And now
bits
she's missing.
are like the hands of Ifrit, aren't they
Into
really?
the hands of the Empire. We could be next.
couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up
What are they
under
called?
some
Greaves? Those arm
warehouses and
bits? Arm bits,
Don't
you know what I
worry,
mean?
Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Alright. Okay, let's go down there. May as well get this quest. Yeah, I never actually completed every quest when I first played this game. So that's one thing I'm going to do this playthrough.
Finish with that. Welcome back, Sid.
I did a good chunk of them though. Oh, you right, mate? You ready for the Genova reunion or something?
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it then.
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts.
God, again with the lemon tarts.
Might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard
Thankfully there's an
the
alternative.
pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier
Alright.
than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Yep. Prioritize quest. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so we just have to kill some creatures, basically.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
There we go. There we go. Da, 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 da. And we leveled up. Sweet. Level 25.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
There we go. Yeah, thankfully you can just travel straight back to the person and hand over the thing, which is good.
Did you find me some wax?
Did indeed.
That's one way of putting it.
There you go, mate. Have a bit of that.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Sweet. Ooh. There we go. A bit more attack power. Can't complain. Got my cat making loads of noise. It just adds to the background noise. Anyway, let's go to Martha's Rest.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
For now, I reckon.
Let's get you to a physical.
Right. What the hell happened here, lads?
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials descended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but...
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will.
Okay.
But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Okay. Let's just
Cole is
find out
right.
what's going on.
That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling.
Send him a message.
Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
True that. Alright. Alright, mate.
If those horses touch it.
up ahead.
Oh no.
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
Bastards.
Bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds, poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Anytime.
Black Shields.
Yeah.
Some sort of twisted joke. There has only ever been one order of shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
Done. Oh, there's chocobos up there. Got a spider. Yeah, there's a seeing the spider reminds me that there's like a thing in a lot of games now where they have arachnophobia mode. So for people who have a fear of spiders, they'll remove the spiders from the games, which is quite a cool thing. I mean, obviously, I don't have arachnophobia myself, so
Are we too late?
it doesn't matter for me, but yeah, I can understand that being a problem for someone who does. Oh no.
No.
Damn it.
Damn it all to hell.
Spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Let's do this.
Collude?
Obviously, it's more than two.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn.
Alright,
On
mate.
these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Done. Nice and easy. I should probably upgrade my stuff now, shouldn't I, really? I've probably got a lot of
I think so.
points to upgrade. But we'll do that in a second. Ooh.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Maybe. Maybe not.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Hmm.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of... They are.
black shields.
Don't worry, we'll stop them, mate. Don't worry.
In here. We found us a...
Clive. He's gone.
Oh no.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... They did...
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms.
Absolutely.
Fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials.
I've gathered the
Yeah, so for those wondering why, well, anyone who watches these videos, why I do the Let's Play format, yeah, the main reason is really just that it's something that I enjoy. I just prefer doing these games in parts as opposed to doing like a long stream or something, just because I don't have to dedicate as much time to it. Plus, I'm one of those people who loved old school YouTube, so, you know, it's part of it is just that I can be, you know, like an old school YouTuber in my own way. Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to walk. That's annoying. Anyway, before we do that, how about we actually upgrade my abilities? There we go. Done. Now let's make our way back, or wherever it is we're going. Ooh. Pick up some more items on the way, obviously. May as well. I think it's around this way. There we go. And we've got one of these enemies as well. And that's like the I-type enemy. Yeah, Oromon. Yeah, so kill quests are back in this game. Yeah, notorious marks. This one is just the tutorial one.
What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Yeah, it's even got the rogue tomato look from Final Fantasy XII. The little icon above his head.
I failed.
Oh no. I think I meant to move out of the way of that.
There's no turning back.
Ow. There we go. That's obviously the death spell because the Oromon can do the death spell. Cool. There we go. Stop moving. Oh my god, that was close. Oh, that was tough. Hey.
You didn't see that coming.
Good boy. Okay.
That must be the bridge.
Yeah, obviously, as you can imagine, there's going to be loads more of those marks for us to find, the notorious marks, whatever they're called. Yeah, they're just a, yeah, so, you know, kill quests are just a thing now in Final Fantasy, aren't they? Like, post Final Fantasy XI, it's just been a thing now.
So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
Yep.
And now they are truly...
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made.
Anyway. Okay, let's quickly go in here and finish off this quest. Hey, how you doing?
No one survived then?
Not really, no.
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How?
Exactly, it's not your fault. They attacked you.
And I turned.
Anyway, sorry about that. Quest complete. As you can see, we've got an extra side quest here to do, which we'll get on to.
We're not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi!
You right, mate?
You handy with that sword of yours? Of course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? Because a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? Hmm? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever...
Chocobos? Fighting bandits?
It's
Yeah.
true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Well, go on then.
Alright then, I'll give him an hand.
Alright.
There's a good lad.
Where can I...
You saved...
Sorry, I'm skipping all this dialogue. But, I mean, we get the idea. Yeah, we have to save these chocobos now, but I'm going to save that for the next episode. Yeah. As always, guys, thank you for watching. It's been awesome. And have a great rest of your day. Catch you in the next one.